What is up, you guys? Thank you so much for tuning back into my channel. My name is Maria. If this is the first time you're tuning in, welcome. I wanted to do something a little bit different. I wanted to share with you all my top goals this year. Hopefully, fingers crossed, I stay on the route to fulfilling these. So without further ado, let's get started. So I actually went ahead and I wrote down my goals here. I was just gonna do like 20 of them because of 2020, but then I decided to do 26 because I'm 26 years old. I'm gonna try to go fast because I know these can like get pretty lengthy. One, figure out why I'm always ill. So I've been sick for the last 2-3 years. It's mostly due to iron deficiency and low vitamin D. I'm trying to fix my levels and stuff, but it can be kind of hard. It's not just about taking pills. It's also figuring out what's causing the iron deficiency. Just as of a couple days ago, they found something inside me. So we're trying to figure that out, and I have a doctor's appointment coming up. So yes, I'm on the right track for that. And also I'm more energetic, as you could probably tell by this video. So yay! 2, eat healthy and lose 50 pounds and drink more water. I've definitely been reconsidering like my dietary habits and stuff because ever since I went off for college, I was eating so bad. I was eating like bacon, potatoes, like soda and stuff. It was just not paying attention to my body. I think that's where I got a lot of these issues that I'm now facing with my health. So I'm trying to eat healthy and, you know, lose that weight because I know with weight comes a lot of medical issues, and sometimes, you know, it's just shedding off those pounds. So that's really what I'm trying to do. And drinking more water, I'm really bad at this. I really like drinking juices or like Sprite. I cut down significantly on Coke. Like I have it once in a blue moon now, but you know, sometimes I have that, and that's kind of bad for like people with iron deficiency. Anyway, I'm trying to really drink water, and water with ice is like the best. I always crave ice because of my iron deficiency, but I love drinking just cold beverages, so that's what I'm trying to do. So the third one, go to church more and build a stronger bond faith-wise. So I used to be really good at this when I was younger. I would always go to church, I would always go to youth group, I would always be involved with some way, shape, or form, and I kind of stepped back for a time because I started working and I was just really tired and I didn't know it, but I was iron deficient, so that had a lot to do with it. So there were a lot of multiple factors. Now that I'm feeling a little bit better, I was able to go like just on Thursday for like 3 hours to church, and that felt really, really good. So I'm gonna try to do that more. 4, go out more and travel, hopefully to New York City. This has been on my bucket list for so many years. Every year when I see the ball drop, I'm always like, I want to be there one day. So hopefully this year at the end of 2020, I'll be able to go for New Year's Eve and just spend a couple days over there with my loved ones. So hopefully that'll be in the works. You know, I just love seeing other people, cultures, and just experiencing new places. 5th, save money. You know, these jobs nowadays don't pay that well. And 6, not procrastinate. I am an expert procrastinator. I can procrastinate with anything and everything. I'm trying to, you know, cut that habit because I know it could be pretty detrimental. 7, help my mom resolve loose ends. So with that, I just want to be more there for her and for others in the family, and just make sure I'm present and stuff, because I tend to kind of like just helping her with stuff that she needs done, like medical bills. 8, go to Mexico. I've really been dying to go back ever since last year. I think the first time that I ever went to Mexico was December of 2018. Yes, 2018 coming into 2019. So it's been a little over a year now that I've seen my loved ones in Mexico, and I truly enjoy spending time with them. It was the first time that I met my siblings in person. I have 5 and they're my step siblings. The first time seeing my dad in like, I think 20 years. So it was quite a lot of new experiences. And the first time meeting my grandpa on my mom's side, it was a lot, and I just want to spend more time with them because it was really short. I was in Mexico, I think, for like a month. So this time I want to go and maybe spend some more time there, like maybe like 1 to 3 months. Actually 3 months. 9, bring father to the States legally. So I want to start the process with this, and in terms of like immigration stuff, you know, the process isn't the easiest, so I'm gonna have to figure that out, but that's one of my top priorities. 10, grow on YouTube, hopefully make it a full-time job. I love the idea of exploring around the States and even maybe hopefully around the country. I love traveling, I love meeting new people, and I love just being a positive person when it comes to new experiences. What better way to show others that than through YouTube? If potentially I can make that a job, that'd be amazing. Number 11, buy land in Mexico. This has been one of my top dreams recently, ever since I went to Mexico. I never envision myself owning any sort of land, but just being over there, the energy was so positive and very vibrant, and I just want somewhere where I can plant some roots in terms of, you know, where my family's originally from. So that's one of my hopes, and hopefully if I can make YouTube my full-time job or like part-time job or something, use the funds from YouTube to like put towards that. But we'll see what happens. Number 12, volunteer somewhere in the community. So I used to do this a whole lot. I loved volunteering with the homeless, women's shelters, kids in schools and stuff, and it was just something that was so fulfilling, and it got my mind off of myself, which I think is something that's very important for all of us to do as humans, because we tend to just seep and like loathe over our problems sometimes. It can be not the most positive state of mind for our mental health. Number 13, learn how to relax via yoga or meditating. So I'm really bad. I have so much anxiety and I have a history of depression as well. I really want to know how to manage those things, and I think what better way than to take up like yoga and meditating. I know I had done yoga before, both in college and in just like outside, like through this program, and it really was beneficial. At the time I just didn't realize that my body was not getting enough oxygen because of the iron deficiency. So now that I know, I'm working towards it, and hopefully, you know, I can go back to those activities without fainting or getting super dizzy. 14, visit Sanibel Island, aka the #1 seashell place in the world, I believe, or at least the United States. So Sanibel is such a beautiful beach. They have the most beautiful seashells. I'll try to insert some here, right? I have seashells for days. I just love seashells. I love the multiple colors, shapes, sizes, what have you. I think it's such a beautiful hobby to have because you really get to tune into with nature, and so I just absolutely love it. 15, be more organized in my real life, lol, because yeah, I'm a hot mess. Like, I'm disorganized and I just really want to nip that in the butt. I can find things, don't get me wrong. It'd be easier if I was just a little bit more organized. 16, be more present in the now. I tend to think futuristically, so I get caught up in what may happen or what has happened instead of being in the present, and I find that that's a big challenge for me personally. So I want to find ways in which I can, you know, bring myself back and make sure that I'm here in the now and enjoying the moment. 17, be more optimistic and grateful. I know I tend to do this a lot, and I know a lot of people do too, where we get so seeped into like what we don't have and what we have yet to do and stuff that we kind of forget to be grateful about what we already have. And I think that's super important because, you know, at the end of the day, we have a roof, we have food, and we have, for the most part, health. So I think it's just really important to ground ourselves and be really mindful of that because, you know, not everybody has that. It's just something to just reflect on. Being optimistic, I think it just helps mental health. I know my younger self used to be super optimistic, super outgoing, and, you know, once I got iron deficient, that kind of went down the whole rabbit hole. So I'm slowly regaining that and being more optimistic. It just has been helping a lot with being able to fulfill goals that I have and stuff. 18, not beating myself up for everything. I tend to do this a lot. I tend to guilt myself, and I know a lot of others do as well. You know, if something goes wrong, I blame myself, and I'm trying not to do that as much because it's not a healthy mentality, but it's definitely something that I've been working for and I've been getting better at. 19, increase my iron, ferritin, and vitamin D. This kind of goes back with the whole health thing. I'm just really trying to maintain my levels, and I know sometimes I slack off and I don't eat the adequate amount of food that I should with those nutrients in. Sometimes it's just like a mental thing. You're like, why am I sick? Like, I don't need these pills, like, but you actually do, and making sure that those levels go up so I can feel even better. 20, not live 100% in my sweatpants. So I tend to do this a lot. I always wear this sweater, I swear. It's clean, I wash it. Don't get me wrong, but I tend to just be that person that lives in their sweatpants and their sweater. I just tend to mope around the house, and I actually want to dress up. Like, I want to look cute and stuff, but sometimes I just don't have the motivation. So I'm going to really try to push myself to, you know, step out of my comfort zone, and I'll be a little bit more dress uppy, like not dress uppy, but maybe more like Instagram style, like where it's cuter and stuff instead of my sweatpants. 21, get a partnership / collab. This has been a recent dream of mine because I'm like, how fun would it be to collaborate with like ColourPop or some other company that is like makeup related. I love makeup, so I hope that maybe one day, hopefully this year or maybe next year, you know, this doesn't have to be necessarily this year, but hopefully one day I can collaborate with a company of that sort because that would be fun. 22, work on my vestibular system, aka balance. I have balance issues that come with deficiency, but it's always been like I've always had some sort of balance issue, so I really want to get into like vestibular therapy in order to live just like a normal or as normal life. 23, start a spooky channel. For those of you who have known me personally know that I am all about Halloween. I love everything spooky. Like, I have my own ghost stories and that's kind of where it stemmed all from. But yeah, so I want to start a spooky channel and just make it all about like scary stories and about cases where people have been like, you know, murdered or disappeared and stuff, because I just love that sort of stuff. I mean, I don't love, you know, that it happened, but I like the research behind it and like, you know, raising awareness about certain cases, especially when people are still missing, and maybe start a podcast along with it. 24, film an ASMR video. I've seen these go around YouTube so much, so I hope that maybe I can make one as well. 25, I just want to reorganize my whole room. I want to make sure that it's a living space where I can feel very comfortable and just be myself, because I felt that over the years I haven't made my space the most best for my energy and stuff, so I definitely want to be more in tune with that. Last but not least, 26, do Mexico vlogs about Purépecha culture. So my mother, she's from like an indigenous area in Mexico, and it's absolutely beautiful. If you've seen the movie Coco, Santa Fe, where Coco was actually inspired off of, is right across this lake where my mom's from. So pretty much there's a giant lake and my mom's on one side and Santa Fe's on the other. So Mama Coco is actually there in Santa Fe. I need to go visit her. But anywho, that whole area is full of Purépecha people, or the indigenous people of those lands, and I am myself part of them. It's a culture shock because when I went for the first time, they were just speaking in the dialect, and so it's a whole new thing for me, and I hope to be able to capture that respectfully via videos and stuff. I want to hug the culture through my videos and make sure that represented accurately and not just for views or stuff like that, because I've seen people that try to capture it just for the views, and I don't want to do it with that mentality. I want it to be so that I can capture my culture, the culture that I'm still discovering, and just be able to radiate, you know, that love and the color and the culture overall to every one of you that is interested in watching. So hey guys, those are my top 26 goals for 2020. Hopefully you enjoyed this video and I tag you to make the same video so that I can watch. Let me know down below if you share any of these similar goals or what are your goals for this year, and hopefully we can stay connected. Okay, I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.